Let me turn on the lights here so it looks dark in here. Okay. I guess I'll close the closet so it doesn't look so trashy in here. Oh, Lordy. Well, as the title goes, I don't know if anybody's in there that's ready to chat. Let me shut this door. My grandson is out there in the showroom on a portable dolly, making it like a sled or something. Anyway, what I've got, I got a situation. I just bought another refurbished Imac. I like my Imacs. They've got a lot of features to them and everything. And I'm wanting to kind of reach out and see if somebody else can help me if they've got Imac things too. What I've got, bought a real nice refurbished. Got it on Amazon just the other day, and it's a 2014 version, but it's got 16 mega RAM. It's got the SSD drive. It's an i7 processor, so it's real powerful. The only problem is the sound card doesn't work, or the sound is not working. And I've gone on some of the forums and a few other things to see if I can figure out why the sound is not working. I hate to ship it back because the computer is exactly what I want, except for the fact that the sound doesn't work. So that's going to limit me to doing any kind of editing or anything if I want to edit the sound. So I'd like to be able to see if I can get some help out there in the YouTube community and see if we can find a way to fix this. Now, I said, well, I'll just go buy a USB speaker and maybe resolve that. Well, I went out and bought a USB speaker. Unfortunately, the USB speaker, you plug it in and they want you to use the jack on the back, which I already know is not working. The jack on the back is not working, and also the internal speaker is not working. And when I tried to delete those and put them back on, whatever I have to do, it still is not working. So I'm trying my best. If anyone out there knows, now I know I've gone through all the forums that I could find. I worked 3 or 4 hours on this last night because when I get involved with some of these things, I try to resolve it. It just kind of sticks in my craw, so I want to resolve it and everything. So if anybody out there knows anything about Macs, chat with me or jump in here and we'll see what we can come up with, or leave a comment. If you're not a regular subscriber, leave a comment and let's see what we can do. See if the outside community out here and the editing community and the video community can help me out a little bit. Just make this short and sweet, and that's my dilemma. I'm going to be working on that. The one I'm working on right now, this is a 2011 iMac. Now this is the big 27-inch. I like it. Everything seems to be working on it fine. It's an i5 processor, and it's got a hard drive, and I bumped it up to 32 mega RAM, 32 gig of RAM, 32 gig. I think it's 30. Well, anyway, it's got 32 instead of the usual 8 like a lot of them come out with. And that is real good. It's very powerful. It doesn't have the SSD. I have the SSD on an external drive I got with it, but I wanted to get one that had an internal SSD drive because everything I've read and going online with says that's way better to have one that's built on with SSD instead of using the not the FireWire. Is it the FireWire port that I'm using on that? I can't remember. But anyway, I'm using one of the external ports to use that external SSD that I have. And the Thunderbolt, that's what it is, the Thunderbolt. But if anybody out there knows how to help me to resolve my dilemma, just chat with me, jump on there, and maybe we can solve that and maybe we can come back with an answer or something to try. Like I said, what I've done so far, I have disabled it. I've used a headphone jack. I've tried to re-enable it. I have used I'm using a USB speaker, but unfortunately when I bought that USB speaker, I should have looked at the packaging when I got it. It requires the external jack. All it does is basically power with the USB. So it's taking the 5 volts, I guess, off of the USB and using that to power those small speakers. And then it's actually not, I was wanting it to go through the USB and maybe use that driver like an HDMI or some of the other cabling does. I haven't tried HDMI yet. I may try that next because I hate to send this computer back. It is exactly what I want, less the part of the audio not working. And if I can get that audio resolved, I won't worry about it. Now, one thing I did read online that it could be the logic board going bad. Now, that would be a bad thing if I hang on to it, logic board goes bad, and then I'm stuck with the total computer's bad. Because if the logic board goes completely bad, then I'm out $1,000. I think it was $899. That's what this thing sold for, $899 on Amazon. I got it on that Prime Day the other day. I got it for $899. Well, I'll let everybody go. That was short and sweet. This is all I had to say today on the live, and maybe I can get some response from somebody. Maybe somebody's a tech guru out there that chimes into my channel, and they can maybe help me. Leave a comment. If you have a tech guru out there that can subscribe to me and give me an answer, do that. I'm pretty knowledgeable with computers and a few other things. And my son's an electrical engineer. I hadn't pulled him in yet. He's a good computer engineer, electrical engineer. But I've been a Mac user for several years, like the Macs, because of the fact of no viruses and everything, and all the programs you get with them, and they seem to render pretty good. But I am having that one issue, sound card or internal sound or whatever you want to call it. But so if I can get that resolved, I'll be happy. And if anyone can help me, give me a shout out. Later. Thank you very much.